Hey everyone, I'm back with a bang with new art tutorials and more fun things to do. Today we're going to be doing a horse drawing in digital art form. So please like, share and subscribe. Without further ado, let's go! Here you can see that I start with an extremely rough sketch. And then I go on it with more layers, defining all the legs and proportions. And as you go further and further, you start defining all the muscles and facial features. On the third layer, I start with all the details. This is where I do the final study of the muscles and shadows of the horse. This is where I also mark where I want my lightest points in the drawing as well as the darkest points. If you check closer, the drawing is still very rough, but it has more detail than the first layer. And then with an airbrushing brush as an undertone layer so that I don't have to struggle with all the layers of gray shades. And then I start with the face. As you can see with the drawing brush, I define all the hairs but have a free movement to show how natural the hair is flowing while the horse is running. And it is very good to actually experiment with brushes, as you need to make sure that the drawing shows the texture of a graphite drawing in real life. As you can tell, I am making sure that I focus a lot on the muscles and where the light is actually pointing towards the horse. And it's important with hair that you make sure that you're not coloring everything at once, but rather going with a flow and drawing one stroke at a time. And to give the horse more detail, you go on with highlights. With the highlights, it's important to have a very light pressure with the pencil, because it's important that you don't make it too flashy towards the eye, but also only mark the light points of the horse. And then I go with an airbrushing technique at the background to give a light gray tone. This is so that the highlights of the horse are defined more. And with the background, I use more textures to show the bushes, the ground, and then I start with the fog. The fog is there to just show the motion of the horse. It is not necessary, but it will add a better effect. As you can see, here I am using the eraser and different techniques with the airbrushing as well as a gloaming brush to show the texture of the ground, but also show the soft feeling from the dust that's lifting from the ground. I am studying the shadows as well as adding the shadow of the horse. And if you look further, I am adding more details such as the line where the horse stops on the ground and drags its foot back. And at the bottom of the fog, I take my drawing brush again and then add rough details to show the rough edge of the ground, for example. And then you're basically done and add your signature.